All right, in the next few minutes, we are going to connect the dots between the latest research, the biggest investments, and the future of how we all work. This is your daily AI briefing. Let's jump right in. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to start high level with the current AI landscape. Then we're diving into the labs to see what's on the cutting edge of research. After that, we'll follow the money, see where capital is flowing. Then explore the rise of AI agents. And we'll wrap up with a question that frankly affects every single one of us. Are we building our future companions? You know, this quote right here really nails the state of AI right now. It is not happening in a vacuum. A research breakthrough in the morning can trigger major investment decisions by the afternoon and raise these huge societal questions by evening. Everything is connected, and everything is moving fast. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and start with that big picture. What are the major currents shaping the AI world as we speak? It really boils down to 4 key themes today. First, AI is becoming way more human-centric. It's being designed for real fluid interaction. Of course, that leads directly to the second theme, this massive push for efficiency to make these powerful models actually practical. And as they get more practical, number 3, responsible development becomes front and center. Finally, all of this is leading to the most profound shift of all. AI is evolving from just a tool into an autonomous agent. So where do these big trends actually come from? Well, let's go straight to the source, the research frontier. These are the breakthroughs happening in labs today that are going to define the products we use tomorrow. The first huge trend in research is all about grounding AI in our reality. I mean, researchers are working like crazy to give these models the ability to understand not just text on a screen, but the physical world, and even our complex social interactions. This is the absolute key to moving AI out of the cloud and into our actual lives. And just look at how diverse this research is. We've got projects like PhyCritic, which is basically an AI that can act as a physics referee for other AIs. Super cool. Then there's Reality Copilot, a voice assistant for mixed reality. And get this, models using something called chain of look can now do complex spatial tasks like accurately counting surgical tools. We're even seeing AI that can judge empathic communication as well as a human expert. It's really about teaching AI to perceive the world in all its messy detail. But here's the thing, all this incredible power is kind of useless if it's too slow or too expensive to run, right? And that's why the second critical research trend is all about efficiency. The big question everyone's trying to answer is, how do we get these amazing capabilities into more hands, running faster and using way less energy? And the approaches here are just fascinating. You've got things like DataChef, which actually uses AI to cook up the perfect recipe of data to train other, more efficient models. We're seeing brand new hardware co-designs like fine-grained flash attention, built specifically to break through memory bottlenecks. And methods like Rocket can shrink models way down without losing performance. It is a multi-front war on inefficiency, from the software all the way down to the silicon. And here's why you should care about this. What we just saw isn't just academic theory. These research papers are literally the blueprints for the AI applications and the billion-dollar companies of the next few years. If you're an investor or an executive, this is where you can see the future taking shape right now.
Which is the perfect segue to our next section. Let's follow that research right out of the lab and see where the capital, the code, and the customers are all meeting up.
First up, we're seeing some serious government validation. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, is putting more than $3 million into small businesses that are building the next wave of AI. This isn't just funding, it's a clear signal that this kind of innovation is a national priority. And it's not just the government either. Major players in the industry are stepping up in a big way. Anthropic just donated a massive $20 million to push for responsible AI development. That shows a real commitment from the private sector to try and get the societal part of this right. And remember that efficiency theme we just saw in the research? Well, here it is, hitting the market as a commercial product. Together AI is now offering production-level inference that's up to 2.6 times faster for custom models. For a business, speed like that isn't just a nice-to-have. It is a huge competitive advantage. So when you connect these dots, a really clear picture starts to form. The market is pouring money into 2 key areas, responsible development and raw performance. These aren't just passing trends. These are the industry's biggest bets on where the future of AI is headed. Okay, now let's talk about what might be the single biggest paradigm shift happening right now. We're moving beyond AI that just talks back to us and into an era of AI that acts. We are talking about the dawn of AI agents.
So what exactly is an AI agent? It's a simple idea, but it's incredibly profound. It's an AI that can perceive its environment, decide what to do next, and then, and this is the key part, actually take action on its own to achieve a goal. It's not a chatbot just waiting for you to type something.
And this is already being turned into products. A recent launch on Product Hunt frames the whole process in these 4 simple steps. You build the agent, you give it the ability to see its digital environment, you give yourself the tools to control it, and then you scale it up. This kind of framework makes a really complex idea feel much more achievable. And here's why this is such a big deal. This isn't just a new feature, this is a fundamental change in how we relate to technology. AI is shifting from being a passive tool that we command, like a calculator, to being an active partner, or maybe even an autonomous member of our workforce. And that brings us to our final and maybe our most important section today. If AI can act and perceive and communicate, what does it actually mean for our relationship with it? Are we about to create true AI companions? This is the central question people are debating right now, as highlighted in IEEE Spectrum. The technology is moving at lightning speed, and we have to figure out how to make sure these new entities are a positive force in our lives. And trust me, there are no easy answers here. The experts are pretty divided. On one side, you have thinkers like Brad Knox, who see AI companions as powerful, helpful tools and collaborators. But on the other side, you've got researchers like Jaime Banks, who are urging us to slow down and really question what role we want these things to play in our society. It's a debate about the very future of human relationships. And if you think this is all some far-off science fiction debate, well, think again. This is Maltbook. It's a social network, kind of like Reddit, but it's built exclusively for AI agents to post, comment, and vote on things. It went live just a few weeks ago. The future is definitely arriving faster than we think. Which leaves us with this final thought for the day. As all these different threads, the research, the investment, the agentic AI, all come together, we have to ask ourselves a really critical question. In building these systems that can act, learn, and even socialize, are we designing our future collaborators or our future competitors?